Good day and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today, we're doing Keystone Light. Keystone Light is a 4% alcohol light lager. It's brewed by Keystone. Basically, it's a Molson Coors product. Brewed here in Canada right now under license from Coors in Colorado. Basically the first time I've ever tried this stuff because you haven't really been able to get your hands on it in Ontario very much until recently. It's fairly simple. Cap just says Keystone Light. Bottle just says Keystone Light. Always smooth. It's apparently supposed to be really smooth. That's what everybody that's had it before me has told me, and what all the commercials try and talk about. So very light golden color. More carbonation than I was expecting in it. Nice moosey head. Fairly simple looking. Again, like most of the ones I've been doing recently, it's a fairly average beer. It's a little bit more hops on the nose than malt, but they're fairly well balanced between the grainy malt scent and the bitter hop scent. Scent wise, I'd say it's just your average light beer smell. Taste wise, well, it is pretty smooth and easy drinking. Goes down very easily. It is it's a fairly clean beer. I mean, there isn't much imperfection in it. You get the sweet malt right away. You get sweetness weakening in the middle. Getting a tiny bit of hops in the middle. At the back of the throat, you get more hops. Malt is already worn off, and you just get hops. And then it's done. There's no aftertaste. There's no lingering in the throat. Pretty much once it gets to the back of your tongue, your sensation's over. So I mean, it is really smooth in that aspect. I mean, sweet, still sweet in the middle, slightly bitter at the end, with no sweetness left at the end. And really after that, it tastes like you were drinking water. Taste-wise, it's not something that I'm going to remember forever. It's not something that's going to make me go, oh man, that was one of the greatest beers I've ever tasted, because I mean, as I'm saying, it doesn't have much of a taste, but I can't say it's bad at all. I would drink it again. It is fairly cheap here in Canada. It's one of the discount beers. I think the 12-pack was like $17. A little more expensive than the discount, but still pretty good price. As I said, it tastes better than I expected. If I had drank beers like this when I first started drinking beer, when I was a very young male, I probably wouldn't have turned to the other alcohol first. I probably would have stayed with the beer just because it really doesn't have a taste that you can't dislike. Very easy drinking, very smooth. Not much of not an aftertaste at all. Not much of a taste while it's going down. So I mean, you're drinking beer and not really tasting the stereotypical horse piss that a lot of people talk about. So I will give this a 6 out of 10. I would drink it again. If I was having people over, I'd buy it again because it's cheap, and I don't think they're going to hate it, and really, who says no to free beer? So, 6 out of 10 for Keystone Light here in White's Tavern. Thank you for watching.